So Emanuel Forbes is predicted to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. What? Let's talk about it.
After 20 years, you know we back on. No more Snyder, more McLaurin. One forward with the passion, you know we scoring. FedEx field back lit, no it is not boring. John Allen lead the troops, yeah you know we storming. Burgundy and gold in my veins, yeah I bleed that. St. Jude saw the ball, grab a pig, yeah I need that.
It's prediction week, and we've been picking everything from Defensive Rookies of the Year, all of that stuff. Yesterday, Defensive Rookie of the Year, I picked Emanuel Forbes.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about Emanuel Forbes being predicted to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, and can he do it? And what will it take for him to succeed this season? So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel about the Washington Commanders or the NFL. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. It's totally free to subscribe to the channel. And of course, as you know, we're running the Terry McLaurin jersey giveaway. All you got to do to be entered in the giveaway is to be a subscriber of the channel. And once you be a subscriber of the channel, which is free, you'll be entered in the giveaway. Now with that out of the way, let's get straight to it. So Emanuel Forbes, okay? So this morning, I was watching GMFB on my phone. And it was one of the McCourty twins. They were interviewing Jahan Dotson. Peter Schrager, the McCourty twins. I don't know if it's Devin or Jason, one of them, and the rest of the cast. They was interviewing Jahan Dotson. And Jahan Dotson was asked about Emanuel Forbes. And one of the McCourty twins, they said, what can you tell us about Emanuel Forbes? Because I have him winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. I said, you know how you can go back on the YouTube video, you can double tap to go back? I said, huh? Man, let me make sure I heard that right. He said it. He said, I got Emanuel Forbes winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. So I got to thinking, what will it take for Emanuel Forbes to win Rookie of the Year? Like, realistically, I know a lot of fans don't like the pick. They would much rather have Christian Gonzalez like myself. But again, he's on the team now, and we're going to root for him. I can't get with fans that would much rather see, even if you don't like the pick like myself at the moment, didn't like the pick. I can't get with fans that would much rather see Emanuel Forbes fail so they can be right and say, see, I told you we shouldn't have drafted him, then root for your player now because he's on your favorite team. Me, I don't care if I don't like the pick initially. I'm going to get over it at some point and be like, you know what? He's on my team now. I got to root for him. I would much rather be wrong in my initial reaction because Emanuel Forbes is a stud than be right in proving, hey, I told y'all we shouldn't have drafted him because he's a bum. Because that's hurting our team. I'm a fan of the Commanders. So whoever they have, I'm going to root for. Right? So, no, initially, as y'all know, I didn't like the pick. I didn't think he was a bad player. I just would prefer to have Christian Gonzalez in the moment because I felt like he was the overall better corner and pick at the time. But once I heard McCourty say he got him picking, he got Emanuel Forbes winning Rookie of the Year, I'm like, what does he have to do? So I immediately looked up the last one, which we know was Sauce Gardner, and I looked up his stats. And Sauce's stats, it wasn't really that hard to obtain. It wasn't nothing that was crazy besides the pass rushing. Sauce had 2 interceptions last year, had 75 combined tackles, and I believe 51 solo, something around there. But he had 20 pass deflections, and I think nobody scored a touchdown on him. So Sauce had an amazing year last year. But if you look at his stats, it's not going to say that because they're not that eye-popping. I mean, to me it was because I saw them 20. At first I saw them 2 picks. I'm like, okay, cool. But he had 20 pass deflections. I don't know how hard y'all gotta I don't know how hard y'all or how how hard that is as far as do y'all understand how hard that is. Like 20 pass rushes, that means they were targeting Sauce. They were targeting, they was testing Sauce, and Sauce was making a play each and every time. So I'm like, okay, Sauce is a really good corner. Obviously cornerback 1, Pro Bowler, you know what I'm saying, one of the best corners in the game. So he's CB1. Emanuel Forbes is not going to be CB1 unless he turns up. Right off the rip, I think it should be Benjamin St. Juice. I don't know if that's what they're going to do, but I think it should be Benjamin St. Juice. But I'm assuming Forbes isn't going to be cornerback 1 off the rip. So he kind of already has an advantage on Sauce to win Defensive Rookie of the Year because Sauce, he isn't going to have to worry about checking wide receiver 1s. He's going to be checking the Gabe Davises, the Devonta Smiths. Not saying that they can't do them in, but the Gabe Davis, Devonta Smith, Cortland Sutton probably. You know, even though Cortland Sutton is really good, but he's probably checking him. Maybe Jerry Judy or something like that. You know, he's gonna be responsible for the number 2. And my biggest thing for him, if he wants to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, you have to get picks. That was your big selling point, right? You have to get picks. So realistically, what do y'all think Emanuel Forbes is gonna have to do to win Defensive Rookie of the Year? Realistically, I think his stat line's gonna have to look something like. Honestly, I know he has a slight frame, but I think he's going to get more tackles than Sauce. I think he'd probably get around like 80 tackles or something like that, potentially. Even though I know that's a lot. Sauce had 75 last year, right? But 80 tackles. Probably like 4 picks, 1 to the crib. And probably like 15 pass deflections. And I think that would be good enough to put his name in the hat as Defensive Rookie of the Year. Now, obviously, you're going to be competing with Gonzo. You're going to be competing with, obviously Joey Porter Jr., and a lot of other guys, you know, that was drafted in the first round. But I think as much as I didn't like the pick, you know, as far as like because I wanted somebody else, realistically, if he won Defensive Rookie of the Year, I wouldn't be surprised because I would look at it immediately as okay. The reason he won is because he got turnovers, right? That was his big selling point. He got picks, and that's his job. Come in and take picks, you know, or get picks rather, and again, that wouldn't surprise me. As much as I know a lot of y'all out there like, what? If Emanuel Forbes won Defensive Rookie of the Year, that's surprising. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of y'all, again, like I said, don't like him and isn't going to come around to him until he proves it, which is fine. But if we come back to January and he's Defensive Rookie of the Year, and again, I'm not saying he's going to do it. I don't want y'all to miss my words up. I'm not saying he's doing it. You know, Devin McCourty already said he's going to do it, though. He picked him. I'm just saying if he was to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't, because I know he has the talent. Can he put it all together is the thing. That's the question that remains to be answered. And again, the season's starting soon. So this Sunday, you know, it's already Tuesday. So Tuesday night going into Wednesday. So he has a couple days before the season starts. And it's going to start fast because you got Marquise Hollywood Brown. You got Rondale Moore. You got some weapons on that Arizona team. So, hey, I'm not saying that he gonna win it, but he can. He has a real good chance to. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck, fans. A lot of y'all that don't like him, just think about it. Sauce won it last year. His stats were amazing, but they weren't unattainable stats. Like if he got 2 picks this year and 20 passes. If he got 20 pass deflections, that's kind of crazy because that's a lot. But if he got 2 picks, 15 pass breakups, like let's say 60 tackles, which I'd be surprised at that. I wouldn't because he's shown the ability to obviously be a tackler. He's not afraid to tackle, despite his small frame, and we know he's a turnover machine. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be surprising. It would just make me feel more comfortable. Like, you know what? Hey, look. I didn't like the pick originally, but now I'm around to it. Forbes a dog. He going to be good. You know what I'm saying? And he taking home that Defensive Rookie of the Year. That would be two Defensive Rookie of the Years in the span of 4 years. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hopefully this Defensive Rookie of the Year, if he does in fact win it, actually stays healthy and it pans out. Because the other one at this moment has not panned out and definitely sucks. But with that being said, man, Jason McCourty, one of them, predicted Emanuel Forbes and win Defensive Rookie of the Year. And I had to sit back and think, could he actually do it? Realistically, I know you don't like the pick, some of y'all, but this is coming from a guy that didn't like the pick originally either. He can win Defensive Rookie of the Year. If we genuinely sit down and think about it, he can win Defensive Rookie of the Year. And it's not going to take a crazy amount of stats. I think 4 picks is right in his wheelhouse. I think 15 pass deflections is right in his wheelhouse. 70, 80 tackles is a lot, but I think he can obtain it. Well, and again, depending on what everybody else do, Forbes is definitely a guy that could win Defensive Rookie of the Year. You know, Devin Witherspoon, obviously first cornerback taken off the board. You know, Gonzo, like I said, Joey Porter Jr., Jack Campbell, linebacker for the Lions. So many other good guys, you know, that was drafted. You know, but hey, throw his name in the hat. And I'm rooting for you like crazy, kid. Don't let me not liking the pick at first think I'm not gonna root for you. I may not like the pick, but you're on my favorite team. And again, like I said at the top of the show, I would much rather be wrong about you than be right. Because at the end of the day, if I'm right, you're only hurting my team. And I don't want that. I would much rather you be good and we're good than me be right and we're bad. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. As always, me and boy Juangotti. Hey, McCourty Twin said Emanuel Forbes is winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. Book it. That's what he said. What do y'all think about it? And what mapped out stats do you have for Emanuel Forbes to help him succeed this goal of winning Defensive Rookie of the Year? I want to hear it down below in the comment section. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, y'all, we a couple days away from kickoff. Cannot wait. But make sure you guys like this video on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers. So please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Again, we're doing a Turnbull Clone Jersey giveaway. All you got to do to be entered in the giveaway is be a subscriber to the channel. And Wednesday night at 8 p.m. I am going live on the channel with Mythic AZ, Arizona Cardinals fan. That's going to come on the show and give us some insight on how they're preparing over there in AZ for the Washington Commanders. Who's starting for quarterback for them? All those questions will be answered tomorrow night on stream at 8 p.m. So hope to see you guys over there. See y'all later. Y'all have a good night. I'm out. Peace.